Mishki here, joining the GL world to pitch my new podcast, which now comes out twice a week, Wednesdays and Fridays. The show features an extraordinary array of exotic circus performers, forgotten Hollywood starlets, reclusive Fortune 500 CEOs, professional taxidermists. Yep, wait a minute, that's a different promo. Where's the promo for GLers? Here it is. Let's try this again. Mishki here, pitching my new podcast. We're out of time? Could I do it again?
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, Pat.
Yes, Joe.
Do all the players now have new bats that are designed?
This is Players Weekend. The players can be daffy. We like to reach out to the public and have them be daffy. They can wear any colored glove they want. They can do anything.
Boy.
They can wear goofy bats.
The pencil bat, though, was very popular with the youth.
The pencil bat, the candy cane bat, all that.
I thought that was the new trend or something.
No, that's just for Players Weekend. Then we go back to our rules after that.
But you got to have a normal-looking bat.
Baseball is what we call desperate for attention.
Yes, they are.
With the youth of America. And the pencil bat worked, though, huh?
Pat, when I watched a little bit of the ball games over the past few days, I realized that the Twins have some players who shouldn't be in the major leagues.
Yes, they do.
And I came to another conclusion, in all seriousness. They're going to have to shut this game down for a year. They're going to have to start over. You can't continue this way. You cannot have
tremendous imbalance of finances.
It's impossible.
Yes, it is. When you have,
it just can't continue this way.
We now have Ohtani making $70 million, which means he's making half as much as one guy as probably 20 teams, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
just about,
because a lot of them are paying $140 or so.
What are the Twins?
They were 140 or so, and then they got rid of this, so they're now 120, I think.
I agree with you completely.
I don't want it to happen, but it has to.
I agree with you completely that the imbalance in MLB is a very, very big problem. However, explain to me then, Joe, the Milwaukee Brewers.
They got the right guys.
What, 22nd in payroll?
They're 108. 108 was when the year started.
And they're the best team in baseball.
And they just suffered a heartbreaking loss yesterday to end their 14-game winning streak. On the day before, Saturday, they were behind 8-1.
And they came back and won.
Okay, who has emerged for Milwaukee as a great player?
Well, yeah, they have Yelich. Yelich has won an MVP.
Yeah,
my question being, how long will they stay in Milwaukee?
Well, they've signed like Chorio, the young guy. They signed him for a while, but that's the problem. Some of them will take off.
But they're also one of those organizations that finds a way. They lost one of their best hitters to the Giants, Adames. Yeah. And they got better somehow.
The shortstop they had a young shortstop, so they started playing him.
Well, okay.
That's the model the Twins should follow. Is what the Brewers are doing.
You know what? They're right. When they see a young player, they're right about him. They're not wrong about him. At this point, they've been right.
So what's
about
that?
These
Better
guys.
Personnel in the front office?
Smarter people, I guess. They're signing. The guys you sign originally, they might see something in them. I don't know.
Then you're offering an endorsement of analytics. Then,
well, I'm offering it, or maybe it's just
good scouting,
just looking at a guy and telling whether he can play or not. I don't know. Why? I mean, you watch all the things.
I can look at some guys for the Twins and tell you they can't.
That guy can't play.
He can't play.
The real thing with the Twins, I mean, their lineup hasn't changed dramatically from what it was.
They're no different than they were, really.
Got rid of Correa, which is okay. Brooks Lee's playing better than Correa was. But the pitching is a little different. But do you know what the pitching staff did yesterday? They retired the last 20 Tigers.
Yes.
And the bullpen, The new bullpen.
Your guy, Michael Tonkin.
The Tonk strikes out the side. Then the next Cold Sand strikes out the side. Anyway, they 12 up, 12 down with 8 Ks from the bullpen.
Just like we all predicted would happen against the Tigers.
I said that, the next thing I have to find out is what is this Hatch guy's first name, and where we get our Cabrera. Every team in the league's got a Cabrera.
Wasn't he a waiver claim? I thought he was a waiver.
I'm not sure where he came from, but yeah.
Because they literally just got him a couple days ago.
Yeah, I didn't know we had a Cabrera.
Yeah. What about my guy, the little short order cook? Did he get in yesterday?
No, Gasper? No,
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez? Is it Rodriguez?
I thought it was Rodriguez.
No.
Ramirez, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Ramirez.
He's funny looking.
The pitcher.
He's a journeyman, isn't he? He's a pitcher. He's
a chubby guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to take in any of the ball game yesterday. I listened to a little bit of
Erasmo.
Yeah. Erasmo Rodriguez.
Hey, Erasmo, bring that skillet in here.
Yeah.
Ding! Have the little bell.
Yeah, Erasmo's. It's nice to see as you got this youth movement, you got a 34-year-old drastically out of shape guy. I like to have one of those.
Do the Dodgers, does baseball share any of its TV money?
No.
Yes, they do.
They do?
But not nearly the hunk that they do.
You're talking about the national affiliates. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like 30% of everybody's money goes into a pot, but what the commissioner wants to do is put it all in the pot and divide it up. And Dodgers and Yankees and some of those boys aren't going to go along.
Well,
with
that's
that.
why they might have to shut down and start over.
Well, they got to get a salary cap, and the players are, the players are. They got the only union in sports that doesn't say yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the NHL, they had to defeat them by shutting it down. But their salaries, when you look at their salaries compared to every other league, they're puny. And then the NBA has just got so damn much money that but they have salary cap rules. They have aprons. Baseball's got to get itself some aprons.
We need
aprons.
Yes.
Big aprons.
Well, it's in such trouble. Yes. But you're right. I mean, there's a Brewers that come along once in a while.
Yes. Tampa this year has fallen back, but when they came here, they were still playing good. But the Twins beat them 3 out of 4, and they've never recovered from that. Right?
Yeah. You'll have your Arizonas that'll make a World Series every now and again. Kansas City, a couple of years ago, but it's just hard for 2/3 of the league to compete with the big boys. It just is.
That's true. It is. It is very interesting, Joe, that ESPN has decided to drop baseball, but they're still going to play banana. They'll probably still be showing banana ball.
Savannah Bananas.
I accidentally had it show up on the TV yesterday for about a minute and a half, and they were interviewing these people like they had just watched a serious contest, right? When my old man was running the Fulda Giants 80 years ago, 75 years ago, there was a team there was a religious cult called the House of David. They were kind of like Jehovah's Witnesses.
Right. They're bearded guys,
and they had a baseball team.
Yep.
And they went all over the country, and they packed in stadiums, but they played serious ball.
Did Richard
but the
ever have
old
them?
man signed a couple of House of David guys.
Really?
They came back to. Charlie Stock was a House of David guy. He ended up running a liquor store in Fulda. A great guy. But he got a couple of players from the House of David. But the old man was the kind of guy that would be very amused by the House of David.
Weren't they Jewish?
No, I don't think so.
I thought that was a Jewish deal.
Religious.
Oh, some kind of
maybe.
religion. All right.
Maybe it was a Jewish religion that just hired ball players.
Maybe that was
them
it.
to grow beards or something.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because
look it up, Reavers.
They looked a little Jewish because they had
I'm
them beard.
thinking they were
We
Jewish.
got Jewish guys walking around with those big beards.
Give me the name again.
House of David.
House of David.
You know what
Was House of David baseball team a Jewish team?
Yes, House of David. You know what I'd hate to be? A gal married to one of those hardcore Jewish guys. They don't, Guy walks around in his robe, got a big long beard. Well, didn't want you to do anything. Doesn't want to have any fun. Hey, let's go to a movie. No, we can't go to a movie.
It's too expensive.
No, not too expensive. It's ungodly.
Remember Mr. Unbelievable?
Yes.
He had to go across the street one time on a Saturday. People came to him and said, "Would you please come over and turn off our lights?" They couldn't touch the light switch.
Wait, what?
No, I'm serious.
Yes. So
They were Hasidic, very strict Hasidic Jews.
How were they allowed to then have electricity?
They must have been left on or something.
Okay, they just.
They can have electricity, but at certain times you can't use it. And they couldn't
So
turn
when the
off
clock strikes, whatever.
Yeah.
Can you head on over and shut off my
I gotta
lights?
go over there and turn off the lights.
Now, you know what? As a handyman, that's one I could handle.
Yeah.
I could do that one. You know.
Hey, I got you taken care of.
How are you doing on the House of David?
I got it
still
right.
typing?
No, I was just waiting for you guys to finish your conversation. The House of David baseball team was a popular barnstorming team associated with a religious commune, the Israelite House of David, founded in 1903. The team, known for its players' long hair and beards, gained fame for its unique playing style and exhibition games across the United States. They were a major attraction from the 20s through the 50s, even playing against and with some of baseball's biggest stars.
Well, if they were an Israelite,
it might have been hardcore.
It might have been Jewish guys.
Yeah. But
Did any of the House of David guys go to the major leagues?
But I think they sponsored this team. You weren't members of the House of David. But to play for them, you had to grow a beard.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
I'm trying to see their.
It looked like you were from the House
I have
of
this vague, weird memory that I saw them. Do you think I might
They were
have?
still in the 50s.
It's
I
like
guess.
Midway
They probably
Stadium
had them
or
at
something?
Midway. Yeah, they probably came for a Midway game. But Charlie, I think, played for my dad in 50, 51, and 52, and then stayed. He said
He liked the town.
He said, yeah, right, the moving birds that it was. He
I'm
liked
staying
the town.
here, man. I'm going to stake my fortune to Fulda.
That's right.
I'm trying to look up individual rosters if they had
They're
Grover Cleveland.
he was a House of David
They
guy?
recruited famous professional players, including Grover Cleveland Alexander, Satchel Paige, and even Babe Ruth for short
Well,
stints.
that's where these guys were then established, and they traveled with them.
Yeah.
Because in the winter, not in the winter, but in the off season, to make some money, these guys all.
So it's like the WNBA gals going overseas. Same thing.
But
Think
they
they had
barnstormed.
how did they get her? Do you think they had a big bust at House of David?
Yeah,
on it?
I'm sure they did. Well, that I did a piece here that we just had the 100th anniversary of Babe Ruth playing in Springfield, I believe it was.
Oh.
Springfield or Sleepy Eye, maybe. Sleepy. I did a column on it. I can't remember. It wasn't New Ulm. It was either Sleepy Eye or Springfield. I can't remember.
Okay.
which.
Well, Pat, 100 years ain't what it used to be.
It isn't. But Babe, the World Series would end, and Babe would get a bunch of guys in a bus and go around the country and try to make an extra $5,000 or something.
Speaking of that, do I have your Saturday taken care of for you, young man?
What's that?
Guess where you're heading? You're heading to Brownton, Minnesota, because guess who's playing against each other in the state amateur baseball
It's
tournament?
got to be early in the day because I need a column.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Too late.
Too late?
Well, I can go watch the game, but I can't write about it.
Your Howard Lake Orphans, your
Orphans,
favorite town team name,
Orphans
are taking on your Wyndham Pirates at 4 o'clock.
yeah.
Is that for the
Wyndham.
title of the state?
Oh, God, no.
God,
This is
no,
just the
that's
second weekend.
Oh.
But that's got Royce written all over it.
Yeah, I was thinking of going to the 11 a.m. game in Hutch as to see Cold Spring play Red Wing.
Well, that'd be a good game.
But really, where I want to go is to Gaylord.
Well, yeah, you just wanted to go there
Eat
for the
some
food.
chops. I gotta
right?
eat some. They got the good.
Is that the cheese
chop.
curd place?
Nope.
No, you got the good chop. That
Pork
you
chop.
kind of but it's got a hammy flavor.
Oh,
to
it's
it.
so good.
It's fantastic. I think. Now, last time Gaylord had the state tournament, I wasn't really watching my food intake to any degree, and I might have been there for a doubleheader and had about 8 of them boys.
Those are pretty dang good.
Are they on a stick?
Yeah, I couldn't. You know what I do now? I'd eat one while I was there and take 1 or 2 home. Was what I do now because I can't just eat 5 in one sitting like
Joe,
used to be the case.
In Gaylord, when they see Royce coming, the cash register sign just goes up. They know they're gonna do well that day.
I'm sorry to report, however, that my Quamba fellas, the Quamba
Cubs
suffered a 13-1 defeat in the first round of the tournament. So the dream of Quamba making a run has been over.
Where in the hell is Quamba?
It's up by Mora. You know
Quamba.
where Mora is?
Yeah.
It's right next 6 miles from Mora. Town of, what's the population sign say now? A 93 or something. But downtown has seen better times.
I think so.
They used to have a nightclub into the 80s that was very popular called Cougarville. And it was called Cougarville because the guy who owned it had got 3 cougar cubs. And then they grew up. They became his pets, cougars. And you got to be careful when they're your pets because they might get hungry. But he had them out in a cage out in front, walking around on the straw, and then you go to the, you go order your meal, and then you go out and look at the cougars.
That's right.
And cougar has come to mean a completely different
Yes,
thing
right now. So you see Cougarville, you think
You'd stop,
maybe
probably.
they're talking, But that's now a storage place, and the place across the street, which used to be a hardware store, they used to have, he said, they told me 2 grocery stores. Now the pinnacle of commerce in downtown Quamba is a Coke machine that works out on the street. There's a Coke machine. I put 4 quarters in, got myself a Diet Coke. But that's it.
Good for the economy.
And
Royce stepped in for Diet Coke.
It's either got a Facebook or an Instagram account. The Quamba Coke machine or pop machine.
Does it really?
The Quamba pop machine.
With a daily sales total or whatever.
Then how can they field a team?
Well, you got a 30-mile radius.
Yeah, you got a 30-mile radius. And then, there's families that...
But Mora needs them.
Well, Mora's got a team.
Mora's got a team. Yeah.
I know Mora would need the players.
Yeah, well, they compete with each other. They're the arch rivals. It's, but the guy here, Joe, you might want to think about you and the CP once you're retired doing this. So my guy, Stan Peterson, revitalized Quamba, went out of business in '66. He brought him back in '91. The baseball team ran it through 2017. His wife, or his long-term girlfriend, companion, died running the concession stand in 2015.
Right on the job
at the ballpark. Yeah,
wow,
that's
dedication.
That'll screw up the game.
Yeah.
But then he went on D-Harmony, looking for companionship.
E-Harmony.
E-Harmony,
Yes.
Whatever it is.
Not D-Harmony.
D-Harmony.
D's a whole different deal.
I'm going on that D-Harmony. But E-Harmony found this gal, and they got married about a year or 2 later. They now live in an old kind of a deer shack that they remodeled out in the woods.
Jeez.
Out in the woods, 300 feet, 300-footer place, no TV, no internet. I was trying to figure how long the DA and I had lasted in that environment.
Not a day.
Not noon.
Noon.
Wouldn't make it to noon. If we slept into 10:30,
Right.
we wouldn't make it to noon. Can you imagine? I said, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
He found a
Stan?
special gal, didn't
Stan
he?
says, "Well, I'd say we're off the grid. I'd say you're off the you're off the planet." Stan, what the hell is wrong with you?
I thought you were going to tell me
But
she
he-
also died at the concession stand.
No,
Yeah.
I bet she wishes she did, but no, being living out in the woods with no TV. But
God,
making
what
it,
town is this?
Quamba.
Oh, he's in Quamba.
But he's outside of town now. Like
He's rural
15
Quamba.
How do you start that negotiation with your beloved?
I don't
I got an idea.
Well, by the
There's
time
a
you're at
shack in the
by the
woods.
time you're at eHarmony, the negotiations aren't that difficult, probably.
I don't know, but it's
God.
God loves Stan. He's a good guy.
Is he the manager?
He was, but he quit in 2017 because the last, he liked to schedule a lot of games. And they once had an 89-game losing streak. So they had it took some resolve for the athletes to show up every week. And at the end of one year in 2017, he had a doubleheader schedule late in the year, and only 7 guys showed up. So he said, "The hell with it."
Yeah.
But they rebuilt. They got a couple of big families that have good ball players, and they rebuilt themselves, and they've been pretty good lately.
They got a nice ballpark?
It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. But, it's... Anyway, I was up there in 2011, so I saw they made the state tournament for the first time, so I drove up there last week. It's only about 80 miles.
That's not bad.
85 miles. Anyway.
Well, your boys don't play today.
They got
the dreaded off day.
After the victory, a very impressive victory. And Chris Paddock, the pitcher that told us how wonderful the conditions were for the players in Detroit. Instead of him compared to Minnesota, maybe he's too comfortable. He got ripped yesterday. He got knocked around. He's 4-11 for the season.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Well, and I was thinking the reason that Detroit got him was because of how great he pitched in the bullpen the year that the last time we were in the playoffs. I thought that was the main reason they went and got him.
Well, he might be headed there.
I would think so.
I would think so, maybe.
Have you watched any NFL? I have not. No. But I have seen highlights of
you guys
players twitching, injured and twitching.
Yeah.
They're going to lose a guy in the field.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a doubt in my mind. You're going to have a death. Well, they're too fast and they're too big.
Apparently, did you watch any of the Vikings?
I did, and I was going to bring up.
We're a little disappointed in Sam Howell, were we, as the backup quarterback?
The interception he threw. That's a play a 7th grader doesn't make. Whoa. It was really bad. Although, I got to tell you, your guy Brosmer looks pretty good.
Max,
he looks pretty good.
Let's make Max. Max is 2 years older than the starter.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
He was.
But they did.
He'll make the team at the third at
for sure.
Worst, maybe.
Because if they release him, someone's going to pick him up.
I understand the wisdom of not playing your starters because you're trying to prevent them from getting hurt. But don't you have to take more than one play look at McCarthy? He's had one play, one series.
One series, yeah.
One series.
Yes, I do think. But they had their scrimmage. But this week they had the scrimmages where they choreograph everything. And he completed 13 in a row, and now everybody's excited.
Yep.
So,
that was choreographed.
Yes.
So we don't know if he can do it or not.
We'll find out.
So what do you think of the overreaction to the Michigan Harbaugh scouting thing? They had the guys scouting practices or scouting games, and had this squirrely guy that, and would then be on the sideline, and they'd be signaling each other what the play was going to be. And the college football NCAA is trying to fine them $30 million.
Really?
Harbaugh's got a 10-year ban from coaching. The coach, who is the coach, the Sherrod Malone or whatever, Monroe, has got another ban. He's banned for 3 games. I thought it was funnier than hell. Did you? This squirrely little
Especially when they put like the fake glasses and mustaches in the pictures on them and stuff. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
There's no sense of humor in the NCAA.
NCAA.
They're trying to act like they still have some power.
Right.
How about the Big Ten's suggestion that the playoffs become 24 or 28 teams?
Oh.
So you're going to get, maybe because you're paying these college guys now, that would mean you're playing a 12-game season now, and then you don't want to get rid of the conference title game.
You're going to be playing to March.
You got 17 games, 18 games, some of them playing. That's not going to happen.
The best thing, though, to go back to the Vikings game briefly, they do this thing on the broadcast because they do Fox 9 and mixes with KFan. And during the third quarter, they had the head coach mic'd up. And it was actually kind of good. It was insightful.
I heard about that.
I like listening to O'Connell talk football. He's a very sharp guy, but he dropped the biggest F-bomb right in the middle of a play when there was a false start.
False start or an interception?
No, it was a false start and alignment deal, and he just dropped the big old F.
And that was on TV.
Right on the air.
That's good. You know what I like about him is he is this perfect gentleman, this family man. He got 4 or 5 kids. He's like religious, but on the sideline, when you watch him during the game, he's a pretty good F-bomber.
Oh, yeah,
and then to see now that the whole public has seen that was probably the highlight.
Oh, it was fantastic.
So,
Rocco got into a little of that F-bombing the other night with the umpire.
He was very upset.
Yeah.
Tossed his hat at the end.
Very angry.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And you thought, didn't you tell me that you thought that the ball wasn't
I didn't
tipped?
think he touched it.
And then the ump would have been right. I think Rocco was just embarrassed because his bunting strategy had failed so miserably.
That was pretty bad.
By the way, poor Eddie Julian hits that screaming home run off Scooble, gets bunted for. Next day goes 0 for 4. He hasn't played since.
Are they mad at him? Well, the problem is you can't put him anywhere. And he doesn't hit well enough to be a DH.
Well, the trouble with him is they got Keishel now, so you can't play him at second, which he isn't very good at anyway.
Right.
But I don't know. It's what the hell they're doing with Cody Clemens, God love him, was 1 for 26 or something like that until he got a hit the other day. So he's hit some home runs, but he's not exactly. He's going to end up hitting about 180.
Yeah. So. And I mean, when you look at the forecast for the offseason, anybody that makes more than league minimum is going to be out the door anyway, including guys like, don't you think? They're going to just keep continuing to shed payroll?
I don't think so.
How's baseball attendance this year?
It's pretty good. A lot of places. Not here. We're going to have the all-time. It's going to be really bad from now on because the A's are in town. They are just the Athletics. We now just call them the Athletics. They're here, and then
they go to Chicago to play the Whiteys.
The Yankees are here, but it's the middle of September, so the kids will be back in school.
Right.
So.
Well, you've always contended that once the kids are back in school, attendance falls off.
Oh, yes, it does. This year, the school starts earlier than it.
I've been hearing from so many families who are shocked. They want to take a kid to a baseball game, and they start doing their homework, and by the time they add up the tickets and the food, it's $500 to take a couple people to the game. That's not going to work.
It is outrageous, yes. The prices are out. I mean, you can sit out in left field if you want to and not spend much money, but the concession prices are bad.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Is that true, do you think, all around the baseball?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, we do have the stand where you can get nothing's over $6, right? The cheap,
it's the 612 Saturdays, right?
The cheap beer and the cheap hot dog. And
that's like those bins at the hardware store where everything in it's $1.
The tool sale.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a copy of the menu from Met Stadium in the 60s.
Oh, man.
The prices. It's in.
It was a dreamsicle and a hot dog.
This week, by the way, the push-up. The dreamsicle was the push-up thing.
Yep.
This week,
the
Frosty
Frosty Malts, too.
Yes. This week, the Beatles.
This August 21st is the day.
August 21st.
I don't know why your paper had a big spread today. Why not do it on August 21st?
We put it anywhere, they're trying to fill it. Don't get me started.
Yeah.
I was at Jim Perry. I went over after I did a column on him, and I went back to Ballpark yesterday and went to the suite that they had the players in, and then I went suite. I'd say it was 40, 50 people, and only 35 of them screamed at me because of our rotten new print sports section.
Really?
They can't stand, What really gets me about our rotten print sports section is we got 4 pages, except if the classifieds run over, Then they take that out of the sports section too. I'm not happy. I'm not a happy subscriber.
Which one are you? I'm not happy.
This changed, man. You have no TV and no stock. I've told you that. You haven't helped me there get those back.
I got news for you.
Yeah.
We don't care. We don't care about the print product.
Yeah, but at least you still got a building.
Yes, we do have a building.
Well, Pat, the gentleman that owns the paper is in the printing business, correct?
Well, not what it used to. I mean, it was.
Okay.
He's, the original source of his empire is wedding invitations,
Right.
but that's
Okay.
what most 80% of the brides print their own now, right?
That's true. Yeah.
They just.
You know the worst thing that ever happened to weddings? The save the date invitation.
Yes.
Because that starts you grousing a year ahead of time.
Right. Hey, don't forget.
Oh, God damn. Next October, we got to go to one. Oh,
Well, plus
geez.
the other thing is,
Don't save the date.
the other thing is, in the Twin Cities, there's 250 buildings competing for weddings.
Right.
The wineries and
Yep.
all that stuff.
Old farms.
They're supposed to be held at Legion clubs
Yep.
with polka music, with everybody, with everybody in the back room eating a very mediocre meal that includes potato salad, and the drunk still up in the front drinking at the bar when the wedding's going
The
on.
drunk uncles.
Yes, right. Yeah, that's what weddings are supposed to be.
When America was right.
Not some winery, for God's sake.
And you know what else? When you have, as I attended an
You don't have any
outdoor.
wineries that are sponsors, do you?
No, we're good. But I attended an outdoor barn-themed wedding, about a month ago. Flies on the potato salad.
Oh, yeah.
Was it at a farm?
It was it was a redone barn. It was actually
Yes.
pretty cool. We had a lot of fun.
Judd, Judd's bride is a farm girl from
Iowa.
And twice a summer they have to go back for various events, and they did get down there in the middle of August, hot and steamy. I said, "So how are the flies?" When they're making the potato salad and stuff, and he says, they invite them into the house down there. They don't bother them at all. They just invite them in. The old farms, it's amazing. I go nuts when I see one in the house now.
That's why you don't like outdoor dining.
No.
I want to sit inside.
Yes, right. Yes.
See, I want to sit outside.
But
I don't like to be inside.
Well, I don't mind if you grab a hot dog and eat it outside because the flies don't bother you much on the but
they love the potato salad.
They love that's. I would say, if you were to interview flies, top 3, 4 favorite treats, potato salad. Wouldn't you say? In August, right when they're really slowing down.
Oh, yeah.
Because when they land, they don't get up and fly away. They just sit there. Oh God, I'm gonna die in the potato salad.
If I were to interview the fly.
They love potato salad.
They really do.
You're aware of horse flies.
Oh God, yes.
Those are big flies.
Oh yes, mean.
Oh, they're
But the
mean.
deer flies are meaner than the horse
Yeah, the deer
flies.
flies bite. They bite real bad.
So are horse flies, don't
Yeah,
they?
that's true. Yes.
But they're big. They're big.
Oh,
and
I know.
Yeah, we had a lot of flies in Fulda. We capitalized on flies because you go out and visit some guys at the farm, and they had horse flies and deer flies and sit in the cow poop flies too, which are the ones They also like. They like potato salad. They like cow poop, too.
That's true.
They do.
So what if one first had the cow poop and then lands on the potato
and then
salad?
You eat the potato salad.
What's the
my
difference
God.
between a deer fly and a horse fly?
Oh, look it up.
I
Horse
can't
flies
tell the
are big and
difference.
slow,
Yeah.
and deer flies are little and mean.
Well, what's a regular fly? Is that named after an animal?
House flies, we call
House
them.
fly. House fly.
But if deer flies, I always said, if deer flies were like the size of a rodent,
Yeah.
we'd all be dead.
Right.
They just attack you and eat your throat out.
Deer flies and horse flies are both painful biters, but they differ in size, appearance, and behavior. Horseflies are generally larger with clear or striped eyes and a stout body, while deer flies are smaller, often with spotted eyes and patterned wings. Deer flies are also known for their secretive, rapid attacks.
Yes.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a fly's eye?
Well,
I never have. How do you get close enough to a fly to see its eye?
Yeah, you can see it under a
There's
microscope.
a couple of movies out there that got the flies. And when the guy...
Smoke.
When,
I took your advice.
What do you think?
I like it.
Oh, have you done with it yet?
One more.
Yeah, the last one.
Well, they just came out with a new one. I got to do the new one, number 9.
9 is it. That's it.
Well, good.
It's a 9. It's
just gets you.
It is.
They're all nuts.
No, they all nuts.
Don't tell me anything.
But you did see what happened to the black chick last week, then, with her former boyfriend.
Yeah.
Have you seen it yet?
I have not.
Well,
It's not bad.
the last episode.
Don't tell me anything.
I'm not telling you anything. But the star guy,
Yeah.
we get to see all of his flaws in the last one.
Oh, okay.
He's got some.
All right. Don't say any more.
It's
Probably
good.
finish it tonight.
So did the CP like it,
Yeah.
too? She did. Huh?
It got better as it went on.
Yeah, the DA liked it, too. She's usually not into that heavy violence, but
It's.
it's...
And then I swore, I kept telling her, this is in Boston. It's the Boston area. That's where Dennis Lehane's from. You know, he wrote it, or it's his idea based on his stuff. And then I realized, well, it's really not in Boston because they don't have mountains.
Yeah.
It's out west somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure what do you know Boston is. I got a hill. You know, they got a
it
hill.
doesn't. I'm going to still think of it as Boston. I like that better than Oregon or wherever the hell it is.
You know what you do learn in there without you know? There are a lot of ways to light a fire if you really got your stuff down. You don't have to just go in there with a tank of gas and throw it. You can do other stuff.
Oh, there's many ways.
Many ways to light a fire. So I'm sure this will do America a lot of good. So
Wrap a cigarette around about 40 matches.
Yeah.
And then smoke the cigarette and then just leave it behind.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's very
It's
honest.
really good, though. I thought it was. It's there's a lot of that stuff out there now. I got to tell you the one thing about it. I don't see how they're coming back. I don't think they can come back, but maybe.
How do you? When's the last time you watched a network television show?
Can't remember.
Me neither.
I can't remember.
News.
I hate to admit that. Well, you know what's the trouble? What trouble with it is, I am married to a woman who grew up watching network television.
We all did.
And the 22 minutes of TV, 8 minutes of ads, right?
Yeah.
Now, if there's an ad, they got ads, I'm not watching it. If
I
they
know,
got
I-
ads, she
I
won't-
noticed that,
She won't watch it. If it's got ads, she won't watch it. I said, somebody's got to make a buck here, Katie. Come on.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well, Smoke has no ads.
No.
It's on Apple.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But it does have closed caption.
But I got to tell you this. I got off Comcast, whatever the hell we call it, Xfinity, because of price. Mm-hmm. You know, because I was over $300 a month. If I start counting up all our apps, I got to think I'm up there.
Yeah.
I'm back up there over
That's
300.
not my department. I don't know how much it is, but I think it's too much.
Well, you got Xfinity, and then you got the apps, right?
Oh yeah, you're paying handsomely.
I think we are.
We've got to entertain groups of people.
You
Well,
know
there's
what?
you
There's
got to
a
have a lot of
lot-
cartoons.
There's a lot of modern corporations in various outlets that like to take advantage of us old bastards.
Oh, heavens!
Because they're
yes.
fooling us. They're
Right.
doing it, they're saying,
Hey, this is only $19.99
right,
a month.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no good. Yeah, they take advantage of us. And then we're easy to take advantage of because we aren't good at, you're good at doing stuff. I can't do stuff. I'm not good at
What
doing
kind of stuff? I don't
No, I mean, like fixing stuff. You know, something's wrong in the house. You could probably go down and take a look at it.
I can look at it.
I just automatically call somebody and say, fix this. And the guy,
I can give you an
know
example.
what the guy might do? Flip the switch.
I give you a great example.
What?
One of the garbage disposals in the house wasn't working.
Wow.
So I laid under there with the right wrench and got it in the fitting and twisted it around.
Really?
Still didn't work. Mm-hmm. And I said, something's wrong here. And I turned it on today. She's working like a charm. So it just needed time to...
Just had to rest for a minute.
Had to rest.
Yeah, always... the moral of that
you would have
story-
given up, I think.
The moral of the story is try it once more before you call
Keep
the guy.
trying.
That's right.
Before you call the guy.
Don't give up.
Never give up when it comes to a garbage disposal.
Which is the opposite of my theory, which is always give up.
Right away.
Right away. Right away. I had to, oh man. Yeah, it's kind of sad. It really is.
I got to tell you really quickly before we wrap her up, but we were at Canterbury yesterday.
Oh, good.
And
how was the crowd?
The boys wanted to see because they had the Corgi races, the little Corgi dogs.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It was flippin' packed.
People love that.
We got the races.
See the corgis than the horses.
There was
You bet on the dogs?
You can't. I asked. Trust me. I asked if
can't?
you could. Nope, they didn't take bets on the corgis. Oh. But what they did was we got the races started at 1. We got there about 1:20, and we were on the very back lot, almost towards 101 there in Shakopee, and we got there. And of course, my little guy, he wants to place a bet right away, so we placed a bet. Then we went and hung out. And I got a Coke and whatever, Dr. Pepper for the kid. And I said, boy, it's packed today. She said, the second the last Corgi race is done, this place will be empty. And that's what we need at the fair. Corgi races.
Corgi races.
And they'll come.
Is that true? Did people leave?
Everybody left the second the last, including us. The second the last Corgi race was done.
You don't stay for the nags?
Nope. Well, they had horse races in between.
The corgis run down, and then everybody giggles and goes home. Huh?
Yep. Basically, well, there was...
How many corgi races?
There were 3 different Corgi races.
Okay.
And there were 2 heats. So they had 3 races, and then 2 more horse
I'm
races.
not impressed with corgis. They don't do much for me.
They're cute.
The Queen has corgis.
The Queen has corgis.
Queen
the
had a
Queen
lot of-
introduced the corgis to America.
Corgi, that's
But
overrated
then
dog.
they've had other dogs, too.
Well, they do wiener dog races because I looked at their
the
schedule.
Wiener dogs were there originally. They love the wiener dogs.
That was back in May because I looked at their schedule. They also had ostrich races at one point, and then they have next Sunday, Joe. They got llama races.
Llama races?
You can go out there and watch a llama race.
don't know if I
it
can
used
make
to be
it.
a bad job for ostriches. If you were an ostrich,
Yeah.
they would race them at all the outstate county fairs. They had little buggies on these beat-up old ostriches that were not enjoying life at all.
Oh, no.
And Richard Ricey
Oh, no.
rode in the Murray County ostrich race at the Murray County Fair once.
In a cart being
in
pulled?
the cart behind it and went over. He went.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he got. He flipped her over in the.
Is he all right?
I was maybe 10, 11, but I remember my mother telling him how stupid he was to get in this ostrich race. But he was promoting the funeral home.
Absolutely.
Did he have the branding on the side of the cart?
I don't know, but
Did you do any more research on the burned car?
I have not been able. It makes the fact it was only a year old
Yep.
makes me think that it wasn't an insurance scam.
Well, with the saving
But the fire insurance that he had on it
yeah.
would make me think he then went to the insurance man afterwards and said, "Hey,
Now, saving the gun and the
shoes were."
told me it was a scam and he had to sacrifice the new suit.
No, it tells me that there wasn't a new suit.
Oh,
but as
okay.
a funeral director, he could always use a new suit.
Right.
Because, you needed 2 to get through the year, for God's sake. So
Yeah, I still think he pulled a fast one.
it was only, boy, I would have loved to have seen that car, though. They had a big front on it.
Neat
man.
car.
They were a neat car, but here's what I can't figure out. How can you go through life with a guy and never hear that story? Never have him tell you, I flipped over the whatever.
I mean, the guy
soda.
flipped an ostrich cart. You figure that would have motivated him to tell you about the car.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
I saw that one. But, I do think probably his greatest scam, though, was when he was cheating with the Little League baseball team with the 3 short 15-year-olds. Cousin Cousin Eddie, Bernie Beckman, and who was the other guy? They had like the three best athletes and 15-year-olds they had on the 12-year-old team. And the word got out. So the Murray County Little League tournament, he had my mother and Mabel Peterson coach the team, but he didn't go there because he figured they wouldn't scream at all the people.
Well, didn't he face public shame?
Oh, for
putting the 15-year-olds on the team?
Yeah,
that had to affect his standing in town.
I don't think so. No, they Fulda was going to win. That's what counted.
Okay, yeah.
Fulda was going to. Slayton, it might have affected his standing.
Slayton might have not steered their business
he
to
brought those guys up. He was so proud of that team. There was Excelsior used to have a big Little League tournament, 12 years old, and he brought the 3 15-year-olds with him to play there. And they wanted birth certificates. He said, birth certificate? I wasn't around then, but I just heard it. But I heard the story that we're honest. What do you mean? We don't.
We're honest rural folk.
Those three guys are starting to get beers.
Well, Richard, the tip-off was 3 of your guys drove here today.
Yeah, right. Drove.
And then all hit home run.
But you remember Chuck Dixon from the paper?
Yes.
Chuck was from out there, and he said, I was telling him that story, and he says, I was at that tournament. We wondered how Fulda beat everybody.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, they ended up like
kids throwing 75 miles an hour. It's 12-year-olds.
Well, one of them was a catcher, and one of them was a pitcher, and then somebody was a shortstop or something. But Bernie Beckman was a great athlete. Yeah, so. It was, his trouble was he had too much time on his hands to think up scams.
That's true.
240 days a year to screw up.
Right.
That was, too much to think
about. But, to his credit.
He wouldn't have done well in a 300-foot deer shack with just,
No.
To his credit, though, that he kept busy. He figured these things out.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, he stayed busy. Scamming the public. I think it's fantastic.
I wish I had a tape recorder when I got Schwab to tell me stories for 2 hours one day down in the. I stopped in to say hello because he was still he owned the lumberyard. He was retired, but I just stopped to say hello, and he started telling me stories about the crap he and my old man did, and it was, when they started having a turkey farm, he says, "Hey, come on out there one like at midnight." He drove through the farm to see how many turkeys they could pick off, driving through. And then they threw a few in the back, and they got back to town, and 2 of them were standing there looking at it like, what happened? I mean,
because they ate the turkeys.
Oh God, yes, they ate the turkeys. Yeah,
it wasn't just sport. That was putting food on the family.
Putting food on your family.
It was like new down there. Now they had 80 million of them. Gobbler days,
Oh, yeah.
Worthington was one of the turkey capitals of the United States.
Right, absolutely.
Anywho.
All right, thank you.
Did you sell us a car?
Oh, God, yes. I'd love to sell you a car. We don't have one of those 1939 DeSotas with the big long front to give you, but these have probably run a little better. These SUVs that are available at Jim Paul and Brett Paul's Valley Group of GM dealers. 3 or 4 varieties of SUVs with Buick. They all are fantastic. The Invista is the smaller one. That's the one everybody's got their eye on. Interest rates low. Rebates high, inventory considerable, great deals. The financial people out there will make it happen for you. Go to Jim Paul and Brett Paul's Valley Group of GM dealers, straight out Cedar. Just take a well right there on 140th Street, and they were ready to go. You can be in a car by the weekend if you head out there today or tomorrow.